Hello, I want to give you a little demonstration on how to use the voiceover option in iPad or iPhone in order to have your manuscript read to you, or even books if you'd like that option, as you read along and do your edits. First, what I'd like to show you is I've downloaded my manuscript to my Kindle, and I have it loaded and ready, and I've chosen the page that I want to start on with my editing. So I have the book open on my computer to my manuscript, and I've opened it in my Kindle to the same exact location, because once you open it in the text-to-speech, it is a bear to try and get back to the exact spot where you want to start. So it's best to have that ready before you even turn on this option. So we're going to go to settings, and in our settings there's an option that's called accessibility, and in that accessibility option is the voiceover option. So once you go to the voiceover option, you want to toggle that on, which I've done.
Voiceover on. Settings.
And she's going to talk to us. So prior to doing this, you're going to want to select the type of voice that you want to hear. And down here in the speech section,
Speech button,
we can decide
speech button,
which
settings heading.
And that's the other issue, is it's going to tell you it's going to tell you every single button that you click on, because that's what the accessibility is all about. It's mainly for visually impaired people, so that they can hear, all the options that they're touching. So anyway, in here there's a spot called default, and you can go in there and you can choose which language that you'd like, or not which language, but necessarily, but which dialect that you'd like to listen to. I prefer the English Australian. I just like the tone of it.
Voiceover. Settings. Heading.
So now that we're back in the voiceover, we can go out of here. We already have it turned on, and you also, prior to turning this on, you want to check your set your speaking rate. Actually, I think you may have to do it once it's on, because that is also a bit of a struggle to set it to where you want it. So once you get it set, you may want to just never touch it again. I like mine between 7 and 10%. It just is, it's not so slow that it's annoying, but it's slow enough that you can understand every word. And when we go back now to the Kindle, you'll understand.
Photos. Double tap to open.
She's going to tell you that everything that you touch, you'll touch it once.
Kindle.
To select
double tap to open.
To select that particular icon, and then you have to double tap it in order to open it. And it's a tap motion. Sometimes it works the first time, sometimes it doesn't, but it's worth it once you get to it.
Kindle.
So here we are. I've opened my Kindle to the page that I had previously selected. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start letting this little text-to-speech work its magic and start reading to me. Now, as this is playing, I'm reading it on the screen along with the device reading it to me. That way I can follow along, I can listen to every word, and I'm going to show you what I do if I find a mistake, how we move on from there, or how we stop it. So take two fingers, don't put them too close together. I've done that, sometimes you have to swipe it more than once. You may have to swipe it more than once anyway, but here we go.
Chapter 1. Chapter 1. No quarter had I known the repercussions of murdering the captain of a pirate ship, I may have taken the time necessary to rethink the act. However, as I stood over the bloody, lifeless body of Captain Christopher Barclay, as well as no less than 7 of his crew, as usual it was too late to change my mind. Change my mind indeed. As if I had a choice.
Now what I've done there is I selected that line, because what I want to do is stop there. Maybe there's something in that first paragraph that needs to be touched up, or that I need to change or add a word or whatever. I can stop there and fix that. So once I've done whatever change I want to do and I want to continue, I just repeat the same 2-finger swipe as before, but I'm going to start it in the
As
next
if I've
paragraph.
ever had a choice that didn't involve a fight, or at the very least, defending myself. As if I've ever had a choice that didn't involve a fight, or at the very least, defending myself against some man, hell-bent on destroying me or my kin. I must always follow my instincts, regardless of the fallout of my against some man, hell-bent on destroying me or my kin. I must always follow my instincts.
There, I stopped it again. Now, say you've gone several pages in and something comes up, you need to stop and you need to do something else. All you need to do is close it out and it'll save that page.
Kindle.
And
Double tap to open.
what you definitely want to do is you want to turn this off when you're not using it, because it can get really annoying. Because every icon you click on, you'll have to click twice and you have to go in and you have to, so it's easier if you don't need it all the time is to turn it off.
Settings. Double tap to open. Settings. Voiceover.
So you're going to go back and you're going to select the voiceover
Double
again
tap to toggle setting.
and do exactly what she says.
Voiceover off.
So I just turned the voiceover off. So it's pretty much that simple, and I just cannot tell you how much this has improved my writing and my editing process. Going through and finding things that for some reason, when we look at them again and again and again, we just don't see the mistakes, we don't see the missing words, until we go back and, you have to keep going away from it and coming back. And with this, you can pretty much start at the beginning of your book and just go through chapter for chapter. Actually, what I've been doing is I've been doing this with every chapter and going back, and you can even, without even doing the editing alongside of it, when you're done with a chapter, you can listen back to it on your Kindle and hear exactly what it sounds like as far as, or how it reads, and you can go back later and fix it. Or if you hear things that stand out, you may want to make notes as you're listening as to what things that you maybe want to add or things you want to cut. There are just so many possibilities with this option, and I can't recommend it high enough. And I have to give a big shout out and a thank you to my friend and author, Ivy Tajaron, because she has just really, she opened my eyes to this and has just increased my productivity, my editing abilities tremendously. I can't thank her enough for that. So, give it a try. It may not be for you. It's not for everyone. Oh, and one final thing is I highly recommend that you use this with earbuds in, because it really allows you to focus on every word that is being read to you, and it blocks out any other noise or distracting sounds in your environment. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can always feel free to email me, or post it on my blog, or on my Facebook, wherever, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. And good luck. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.